Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm starting something a little bit different in the next few videos. I'm currently in Birmingham for the Commonwealth Games. And what I'm going to be doing is, on request, I'm going to be covering and documenting my experience here as a physiotherapist for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022. You'll notice a really different environment. I've got some very good friends up here in Birmingham who've kindly let me stay for the just over week and a half. And while I'm here, you'll probably get used to the surroundings in the background here, a little bit different. I'm going to bring you just a documentation of what I'll be doing, the roles I'm going to have. I won't obviously be telling you who I'm treating, but I'll be sort of giving you an idea of what I'm treating, what I'm seeing, and just the role of a physiotherapist at the Commonwealth Games. I'm absolutely just over the moon excited by this. It's kind of like my kind of sweet shop, really. This is really kind of physio at its highest level, one of the highest levels, and it's going to give me an opportunity to learn loads. I'm going to be working with some incredibly experienced clinicians, whether they be physiotherapists, other therapists, doctors, all across the medical team. So I'm hoping to selfishly learn an awful lot while I'm here. Today was the first kind of bit. I arrived in Birmingham this afternoon and I collected my accreditation. So I'm being very careful about what I show you there, because this is what allows me to get into the venues and access to very specific. So they do restrict you to what you need. Just like if you work in the NHS, hopefully your ID and your security badge gets you into where you need to be and not anywhere else. So I can get onto the field of play. I can get into all of the athlete preparation areas. And also this gives me coverage of all the public transport. This is for obviously the venues that I'll be working at. Now I'm going to be working across 3 venues. So over the next 3 days, I'm going to be working at the Coventry Stadium, likely covering the rugby sevens. Then I'm going to be working a bit at the Coventry Arena, which hosts a number of different sporting activities. I think it's judo, wrestling, and possibly more. I'm going to be spending a day at the Alexander Stadium covering the athletics. So this is going to be such a brilliant experience, covering lots of different sports with lots of different other physios and treating, I'm sure, an awful lot of athletes. So I'm going to document this whole journey as much as I possibly can within the restrictions that I'm allowed. I'm going to be taking the GoPro and filming certain things, but obviously there'll be big parts that I can't film, but I'm going to just let you know exactly what I'm doing. I've had lots of requests from people wanting me to sort of give this coverage and vlog, I suppose, as you like. So that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully it's useful, helpful, especially for those of you who want to do something like this in the future. And yeah, looking forward to kind of bringing this all along. Right, so without further ado, I have just ordered myself a Japanese through Deliveroo. So for those of you who know, I live in Devon, in the middle of Dartmoor, where we have no access to anything like Deliveroo, Just Eat or anything like that. So this is quite a treat and a novelty for me. Really looking forward to tucking into some of that tonight before I get an early night. And then up in the morning to do a little bit more prep. I'm going to just cover a few reminders and refreshers on some taping. Big shout out to Steve at Grow Physio, who has got a plethora of different courses which are really useful for me and for a lot of you out there potentially. So do check Grow Physio out for their courses. I'm brushing up on my taping and strapping through Steve's got some upper limb and lower limb strapping courses. So I just wanted to give Steve a big shout out there because they're superb. I met Steve when we came to do our medical training up here, or the medical team kind of training, and he's going to be covering the hockey. So yeah, thanks Steve for that. Okay, right, I'm going to call it a night, under 5 minutes there, and I'm really looking forward to bringing you everything as I can from the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022. All right, so good night everyone, and look forward to seeing you in the rest of the video. Cheers.